Hello, everybody, and welcome to anybody who is currently listening to this recording and this video. Today, we're going to be talking about Wonder Woman, the woman of justice, an Amazon, daughter of Zeus, who's gone through quite a lot in her life. Many of you may know her as Wonder Woman. Some may know her as Diana of Themyscira. Others may know her as Diana Prince. But we're here to talk about her, what happened to her, and what's going on in that light. Now, Wonder Woman has dealt with a lot of things in her life. Mass isolation as a young child, bred to be a warrior, but held down by chains that she could not control for a very long time. But eventually, she was given that opportunity. As a young adult, she was given the opportunity to help the outside world, but there was questions by even the Amazons on what they truly wanted her to do. They were restricting this young woman, restricting her from doing what she truly was set out and truly could do with the powers and strength that she was given. Now, she went out and she stopped a world war that many of us watched from the sidelines and many of us could do nothing about. Yes, we are not warriors and many of us were not even born during this time, but please understand the effect that she had during this time. She single-handedly was stopping the war, and the only reason why she fell short in all the eyes of the public and all the eyes of what this war truly was because she was betrayed by the one she loved. Now let me ask you, have you ever gone through a relationship, a breakup, where you felt like you were betrayed? Maybe for a reason that you felt deep down inside was a very important one. Maybe they weren't listening to you. Maybe they weren't taking your feelings into account. Well, she found somebody, the love of her life, and they used her as a weapon. She thought she was doing the right thing. She fell in love and was used by someone who was a Nazi, a sleeper agent that was going to basically utilize her for all of the wrong things. Yes, she was basically allowed to become a symbol for the entire world, but underneath her nose was being used under false pretenses. The man that she fell in love with, the one that she loved so much, Steve Trevor, was not the person that we thought he would be, or not the person that she thought he was in general, being that he was a sleeper agent and even told her that he loved his motherland more than he could ever love her. He may love her, but not as much as he loves his motherland. And I wanted to speak on this because this is truly where the daughter of Zeus, the Amazonian, the woman of justice, Wonder Woman story began. It did not begin when the Joker passed away on that sad day. It did not begin when Metropolis went up in flames and blew up. It happened the day that she was betrayed by the love of what she thought her life was. The love of her life, Steve Trevor, betrayed her and made her realize and think a totally different way and enter a totally different perspective. But many of you are probably sitting here listening to this now wanting me to speak on the acts that happened when the Joker was killed, which I think all of us can agree that the Joker was not a stable, mentally sane person by any means, a horrible being that maybe some would say deserved to die. But this is the beginning of the story of what many know as the regime, and we're going to be talking about that now. The story that we talked about before was long ago. This is a little bit closer to the present day. Now, we know that Superman would end up, well, sending the Joker to the afterlife, or other known as killing the Joker. The Joker has done despicable things, horrible things, but even Wonder Woman, yes, she does and has said that she does agree with the killing of the Joker, and I believe many of you, to an extent, would even agree with the death that falls upon him. Now, Wonder Woman, on the other hand, would not dare contest what Superman is doing. Why would she? I mean, he just lost the love of his life, his wife and unborn child. He lost it all. So there's no point for Diana to more or less take any crazy stance against Superman in hopes that maybe she can change him entirely. But she decides, you know what? She's going to stand beside Superman in hopes of helping him along this path, along the side of grieving, because this woman is the only one that truly stood beside him the entire time. Stood beside Superman in hopes of helping him throughout this time, but also bringing justice to the people that have wronged her and have wronged many of the people on planet Earth. Wronged so many of the people through wars that she's seen countless of times, to warring and slavery all across the world. She believes that Superman is the reason and the way of stopping it. Superman has the motive. Superman has the strength. Superman has the power to save everyone. So Diana of Themyscira would lead with him to stop everything. Now, I want to speak on some of the things that she ends up doing. She would even give women who were enslaved by some horrible, horrible people the power once again. Some people will look at this as you're more or less leaving the people that are horrible, people that enslaved them, to be more or less under the control of these enslaved women. But I see it, and many of you should see it, that we're giving the power back to the people that are being oppressed. The power back to the people that are enslaved, and the people that didn't have power ever in the first place. The people that were being held down, punished, and just completely treated horribly by people they had no gripe against. People that they had no just frontal conflict with. But guess what? It seems as if they didn't have a choice in this bargain. They had no choice in this conflict. They had to deal with it, and they had to suffer. But now they don't have to suffer anymore. And the reason why is because of Diana Prince, or Wonder Woman. The woman that is here to protect the leader of the Amazonians. And she would continue to lead throughout this time. Now, how could she not side with the people that are extremely powerful and the people that could truly cure the world of this horrible, horrible, gut-wrenching, horrible, terrible people? Yes, these people that are dictators, these people that are as bad as the wars that she's seen in the past, from the Nazis to even more horrible organizations that you can possibly imagine. Now, she may even use intimidation herself, so would Superman, and yes, intimidation is a factor in all of this, but let's be honest, there's a lot of superheroes, a lot of heroes that are even disagreeing with this now, being that of Batman, who we now know as Bruce Wayne. Well, it seems that he ruled through fear as well. So why is it that now that Superman and Wonder Woman want to rule and stop them with fear and intimidate them, telling them that if they don't stop what they're doing, that they will stop it by force? How does that make them dictators? How does Diana's place in this make her the bad person? How does helping, saving the innocent make her the bad person? How does preventing calamity make her the bad person? That is what I don't believe to be anything even close to the truth. How does this ever make her the bad person? But with that said, I want to speak on one Superman, because at the end of the day, this must be brought up. Superman is an intimidating foe. an intimidating person. And, well, he has many powerful followers. Even a powerful follower of Darkseid is shocked by the intensity of Superman. Superman being able to kill and defeat so many parademons and defeat one of the most powerful followers of Darkseid in a matter of minutes. How could Diana not follow the path of that one man? Powerful man, a very powerful man that has, unfortunately, the way of making people do what he wants no matter what. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Wonder Woman or Diana Prince was completely coerced by Superman, because I don't believe that to be true at all. I think Diana has her role to play in saving mankind, and I think Superman sees that as well, and Diana, in a way, has made it so that Superman understands the power he has, and utilizes it to continue to protect those all around. Now, I want to flash forward a little bit in time, where we're going to be talking about Wonder Woman's conflict with another Wonder Woman. Invasion of Earth is definitely on the line of treason, or on the line of very criminal activity, but for that Wonder Woman, a Wonder Woman that knows nothing about our Diana Prince, to come in and say that she understands our Diana is downright criminal. That Diana has no idea what our Wonder Woman has gone through, what our world has gone through. So yes, she can look, she can judge, but she doesn't and she hasn't lived through all of the calamity, all of the sacrifice, and all of the horrible things that our Wonder Woman had to go through throughout this time. She was told that this is not what Amazons fight for, that the Amazonians do not go out and punish the outward world, but that's not even what they were going to do. They wanted to set an example to make sure that these people, the people they're trying to protect, understand that they are there to protect them. They're not there to necessarily even hurt them, but there's a lot of people that will stand up and believe that their rights are being taken away, even though that they and the Justice League and the regime and everybody, Wonder Woman herself, are the reason why they have rights in the first place. I want them to truly understand that, and truly understand that that is what that truly means. Not that they're going to necessarily hurt the innocent people. They want the innocent people to understand that they are protected, that the Amazonians are there to protect them, that Wonder Woman is there to protect them, that Superman has ensured peace and has ensured that there is no more war on Earth. So it is blasphemy, in my opinion, and I hope you guys could see it as well, that another Earth's Wonder Woman can understand the pain of having their first true love be pure evil, and what? That she was utilized and used to protect the world from him. That's what she was supposed to be doing, but that's not what happened. She was used as propaganda, used to filter, and walked exactly into the trap that she was trying to avoid, that the Amazonians were trying to avoid. But guess what? It didn't work. And Steve Trevor got what he wanted, at least to a large extent, but luckily enough, they were able to stop the Nazis' tyranny, and they continue to stop tyranny to this day. But even with that said, Superman would end up getting put away. Now, Diana would feel this urge, this debt to Superman, and there's nothing wrong with having a debt to somebody that you love and you cherish. But at the same time, Superman did save her from one Martian Manhunter. A Martian Manhunter that was willing to kill Diana without a second thought. So of course, there's loyalty next to Superman, and there will always be loyalty next to Superman, even after she was sent back to Themyscira and locked up for supposed crimes that she committed. Now, I want to say this very, very specifically and very, very, very critically, that Wonder Woman was wrongfully put into Themyscira's prison, and luckily enough, the alien by the name of Kara Zor-El would come to Earth and help her get out from that prison. That is something that is very, very considerate, and Wonder Woman herself would then go on to help Kara learn about her powers, understand them, and frankly would teach Kara that this world is not safe, that this world is not what she thinks it is, and she would continue helping Kara even though she would be forced to battle Kara. Kara would put her in a horrible position because Kara unfortunately doesn't understand that, well, some of these people have done countless and horrible things, and that includes one Harley Quinn, killing more than you could possibly imagine, ending the lives of so many people. Wonder Woman was trying to save Kara from that type of person, keep them away from it, but unfortunately she was caught in the crossfire and looked at as the bad person. Wonder Woman has never been the bad person. She's trying to help the world, and she continues to help with the defeat of Brainiac. Continues to help as well, understanding to trust Clark, trust Superman in being able to maintain the ship and save the cities that they need to save, that they don't need Brainiac. Brainiac is someone that is going to just hurt them, hurt us, and we saw it all over. Brainiac's robots or creatures were hunting us down like wild animals, that they were the predators and we were the prey. We were running for our lives. Now that is the realistic part of it. We were terrified of them. Terrified. And guess what? Wonder Woman helped take him down and wanted to make sure he stayed down permanently. Now, with Superman leading the forefront of it all, she would of course agree to stand right beside him. But I want to make this clear. Superman, well, he would go on to utilize Brainiac's powers. Now, I wouldn't go past any of the idea of him utilizing it. I think there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. But I will say this, and I'll be the first to admit, and I'm going to stand here and I'm going to admit this, is that I don't know how I feel about Superman utilizing Brainiac's powers in the way of mind control. Because, yes, Wonder Woman loves Superman, enjoys his presence, and wants to help him as much as possible. But at the same time, what choice did she have necessarily in all of it once that he was able to utilize mind control servants? At the same time, we know that Diana's heart is in the right place, and Diana would never want to be put in a situation that she would be a loyal servant unwillingly. And she's already seen that and has had that happen to her in the past with another loved one. But luckily enough, she loves Superman to death, and they're able to find a way to create something that nobody has seen before. Create something, a large armada of people, countless warriors that they can essentially utilize, and everybody can join together to more or less have peace all around the universe. Yes, not around the world, not just our planet, the universe. Protection, eternal protection, where you never have to look over your shoulder and be afraid. You'll never have to look over your shoulder and think that someone's going to hurt you. Never. He, as that in Superman with Wonder Woman by his side, has initialized universal peace. Now I want to say this as well. You may be thinking that I may be making Wonder Woman out to be the victim of a monstrous power of Superman, but no, she is not the victim. She is not, and she is far from it. I want everybody to understand that as well. She's played a part in all of this. She is a hero. They are all heroes. At the end of the day, they've made hard and harsh decisions that many are able to criticize, and that includes us. We are able to criticize their decisions, but we must understand that when we step out that door, when we walk out onto our porches, and there isn't somebody waiting in the shadows to hurt us, there's a reason for that. And there's a very, very big reason for that. Now, to wrap this all up, I want to talk about the fact that many believe that Superman is a villain in his own right. And I don't want to get too far into that because I'm speaking on behalf of Miss Wonder Woman, or Miss Diana Prince. But she followed Superman out of love. Someone who she thought could do things that the Nazi Steve Trevor could never do. Help save the world for the humans and from the humans themselves. They were all now in the position to stop conflict altogether. Eliminate conflict altogether, not only on Earth, but also throughout the universe. All in all, Wonder Woman, our warrior goddess, the woman that encapsulates power, beauty, and guidance for peace, should not be seen as a villain of this story, of our story, of her story, and of the world's story, but the hero that seeks out peace for the innocent and follows love with the one true super being that needed someone while he was grieving one of the harshest losses he's ever been through. And that is who Wonder Woman, that's who Diana of Themyscira, Diana Prince, truly is. Yeah, we're done. Yep. Recording's done, completely stopped. Yeah, it just needs to be posted now. Okay, listen. Just live up to your end of the... I know. Just live up to your end of the bargain. Okay? Just give me my family back. And I promise, yes, everything's going to go out on time. Everything's going to be fine. It's done. Okay? Okay. Thank you.